Becky's POV. Don't worry, Auntie me, Freen is right here with me. I will update to you after she came back. I said and bid a goodbye before hanging up the phone. Silence filling the entire room. I waited patiently for her, who currently inside the bathroom taking a quick shower. I was confused, curious, and devastated seeing Freen coming to me in that kind of state. What the hell is happening? Although I have no idea about what actually happened, I decide to call Auntie me to inform her that Freen are currently with me because I noticed that she bring nothing with her. I'm guessing something bad must have happened earlier because her parents are looking for her right now. Did she run away from home? But for what reason? This is killing me. I sat on the bed while waiting for my girlfriend finishing her business. After a few minutes, she came back wearing my pajama. She had her head down while drying her hair with the towel. Let me help you with that, I offered and stood up, grabbing her cold hand before pulling her to sit on my bed. Freen still haven't uttered a single words, and I understand that. I don't blame her for being like this, because I know she definitely going through something. I quietly drying her wet hair while standing in front of her. Her soft lavender scent hit my nose when suddenly I feel a pair of arms wrapped tightly around my waist. Why didn't you ask me anything? Freen finally speak up after silence surrounding us. That's not important. Before anything else, I need to make sure that you are okay and ready to tell me about what happened, I answered. Freen keeping quiet, but then I can see her body shaken again, following by a sobbing sound coming from her. I immediately pull her into a hug and hold her tightly in my arms. Freen buried her face on my chest. I want to let her know that I am here for her. It's okay, let it out, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘, I whispered softly, caressing her wet hair. It hurts, Becky, so bad. I know, and I want you to let it out on me. Cry as much as you want and I will still be right here for you. No matter what the reason is, you got me. Freen pulled her head away from my chest before looking at me, her puffy and red eyes making my chest tighten in pain. What's happening to you, my love? I brought my hands to her cheeks, wiping her tears with both of my thumb. Becky. What is it? I asked. Am I really that easy to be fooled? Freen asked. That question stunned me up. Author's POV. What do you mean by that? Becky asked, the taller girl's teary eyes met hers. Am I really that easy? For them to lie to me like this? Freen broke down again. Why are they doing this to me, Becky? Just why? I feel like every piece of me slowly crushing inside. Freen, no, you are not. Becky, my parents. Freen choked on her words, crying harder than before after remembering the bad news earlier. What happened, baby? My parents, they split away, Becky, they got a divorced and it's been 4 months. I have no idea about that, Becky. Becky feel her heart dropped. The taller girl looked down on her feet. This is too much for her to handle. Everything is too much for Freen. Freen. Becky muttered before pulling the girl into another hug again. It hurts so bad, my family are not the same anymore. It will never be the same anymore. The smaller girl keeping her mouth shut and tightening the hug, Freen bawling her eyes out on Becky's shoulder. I don't know, what should I do now, Becky? How am I gonna get through this? I'm not strong enough. You have me, I will be with you, alright? I promise you, I won't leave your side. Freen's POV. I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. This is not what we are supposed to be, Freen. My heart started to beat faster. I can feel my vision slightly blurred looking at the person in front of me. Becky sat in front of me while looking at me with her pity eyes. No, I hate this. No, I can't lose her like this. Becky, no. No, why would you say that? No, don't leave me too, please. I begged. She looks away for a moment. Please don't make it hard for me when my life is already in the verge of falling apart. First my family and now it's Becky? The next thing I knew, I was on the floor begging for her to take back what she just said. Becky, please, don't do this to me. Freen, I can't. No, Becky, not you, please. I'm sorry. She apologized and then I saw her figure slowly disappeared from my sight, my world become dark all of a sudden. Her scent still lingering around me that broke my heart even more. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Becky. I breathed out and my body feels heavy, the surrounded become darker and darker before the next thing I knew, everything went black. Freen. Freen? Wake up. My body jolted and surprised as I quickly sit up, I am breathing heavily as I quickly look around and met a pair of worried eyes beside me. Freen baby? Are you okay? You are squirming in your sleep baby, Becky said, cupping my face while wiping the sweat on my forehead. It's not real. It's just a dream. Becky. Yes, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆? What's wrong? Tell me, what kind of nightmare did you had dash? I didn't let her finish the words as I quickly pulled her body to mine before wrapping my arms around her. Oh God, I didn't lose her. She is real. Becky, I'm scared, don't leave me please. Yes, I'm here Freen, I'm not going anywhere. I will be right here with you, alright? It's just a nightmare, see? I'm right here in front of you. Becky whispered softly while rubbing my back. I couldn't help but to break down again, it hurts so much because of how real it feels. I really thought I'm gonna lose her. So I'm here, let's go back to sleep, okay? It's 4 a.m. now, Becky said as we pulled away from the hug. Becky's right hand made contact with my cheek while her left hand holding my hand tightly. Her thumb slightly moving, calming me down. Her touch make me calm. Her touch make me feel alive again. I love you, I blurted out. I love you more than you ever know, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘. Becky replied, smiling before we slowly laying down on the bed again. My arms wrapped tightly around her body as I buried my face on her neck. I don't want to let her go now, Becky caressed my long black hair as I let out a heavy breath. She is the one for me. Author's POV. Freen opened her eyes, and the first thing she did is looking at her side. No presence of the person she had been searching for. The taller girl immediately looked at the day and date, showing it is Thursday right now. Her heart started to beat faster. The nightmare she had rewinding again inside her mind. Is it a dream? Freen couldn't tell the difference between a dream or real life anymore. She was scared, it leaves her a big hole inside of her after the traumatic news she heard from both of her parents. Did Becky went to school? Freen mumbled and started to panic as she quickly stood up, dragging her feet downstairs. But then, a smell of bacon hit her nose as she walked to the kitchen. The smaller girl having her hair in a ponytail while moving side by side to the music, her back facing Freen as the taller girl slowly walked. Becky didn't leave. She is here. Becky, Freen speak up, making the girl quickly turn around and immediately smile widely to her lover. Hey baby, come sit down and breakfast will be served in 5 minutes. It's Thursday, right? Why are we not going to school? Why didn't you wake me, dash? Shush. Becky cut her off, placing her index finger on Freen's soft lips, shutting the girl down. Freen slightly taken aback with the action before a pair of hands pulling her down to sit on the dining table. Let's not talk about school, just for one day, okay? Becky said while cupping the taller girl's face. Freen blinked her eyes, looking at Becky, who look a little different today. The smaller girl are currently 10x more cheerful than before. Becky turned around and continued cooking the breakfast. After a moment, she came back, putting the plate in front of her lover, showing the egg, a slightly burned sausage and bacon with a little strawberry on the side. 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘. Here's your breakfast. Becky happily showing the plate. Freen couldn't help but to let out a small smile. The breakfast are currently smiling to her when Becky used egg as the eyes and the sausage as a smiling lips. The breakfast is smiling. Yes, I want you to smile today and no more crying, Becky replied before giving the fork and spoon to the taller girl. Taste it. Freen started to bring the food inside her mouth. She can feel a slight burning taste from the sausage that make her chuckle a bit while Becky curiously looked at her. How is it? It's good. Yes. I knew it. The effort Becky made just to cook her the breakfast melt her heart so much. Becky quietly watching her lover eating the breakfast she made with a happy smile. Freen noticed it as she pulled the girl closer to her, startling the smaller girl, wrapping her arms around Becky's waist and burying her face on Becky's tummy. "Thank you for this," Freen muttered. Becky smiled before caressing her hair. It's hurt to see her lover in that kind of condition last night. She wanted to bring the smile for Freen again, that smile who already drifted away because of how hard life is. "I will be right here with you, you can come to me anytime you want." "I know, and I'm really glad for that. I don't know what would I do without you." The lovers pulled away for a brief second, looking at each other's eyes before Becky slowly leaned closer as her eyes still haven't left the taller girl's lips. Before they could capture each other's lips, they can hear. The front door opened, making the girls panic and look at the living room direction. "Aw shit. I forgot, Mom and Dad will be back in the morning." Becky panicked and Freen stood up from the seat. "Should I hide?" "I can hide under the table, dash." "No." "Oh my god, what do you think you are? A cat?" "That won't work, Freen." "Then what am I supposed to do?" "Oh okay, wait, let's just dash." "Princess?" Becky gulped down her saliva after hearing the familiar voice. Freen suddenly become pale all of a sudden. They turn around to meet with two pair of curious eyes looking at them. Hi Mom, Dad. They are now in the living room. The parents sat on the couch across the lovers who quietly looking down. "Dad, Mom, I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys about Freen having a sleepover here." "Oh, so you are Freen? I finally got to see you in person," Mr. Armstrong speak up, making the taller girl quickly stand on her feet. "Why yes sir." "Nice to meet you." Freen bowed down as a sign of respect before standing up straight again like a robot. "Wait, why are you guys look so nervous right now? Are we that scary?" Mrs. Armstrong asked with a little chuckle at the end. The couple looked at each other again. None of their family knew about their secret relationship. Becky was in dilemma between being honest or keep it down. She was scared with the outcome from her parents. But yeah, Becky gonna take a risk. If her parents are okay with 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘 and 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝑘, being together, the chances of having a homophobic parents are lower now. "We are dating." Freen widened her eyes before turning around looking at her girlfriend in disbelief. There's no way Becky just telling her freaking parents about their relationship. "What?" Mr. Armstrong asking, basically telling her to repeat it again. "Dad, Mom, Freen and I are together." Becky repeated. The older look at each other, still shocked with the news. Freen feel like her knee become weak. She loves a brave Becky, but not this brave Becky. "Oh wow." After a brief moment of explaining everything, Freen couldn't read what Becky's parents feel about them being together. She is on the verge of calming her beating heart. That's all Mom, Dad." Becky added, looking down a bit and glanced towards Freen's shaky hand on her right side. Becky wished she could just hold it tightly right now. "That's very unexpected from both of you and Freen. Can we have a talk?" "Just the two of us." Mr. Armstrong spoke up, looking at Freen. Freen feel her heart dropped and turned her head towards Becky, who also having the same expression as her. Before she could say anything, the guy stood up and went to the balcony as Freen immediately stood up. Her knees become weak and look at her lover basically asking for help, but Becky didn't have any choice for that. "Please have mercy on me." Freen mumbled to herself before quickly follow the older man. Mr. Armstrong sat on the chair, looking at the view from the big mansion. Freen stand beside him awkwardly waiting for the guy to speak up. "Take a seat." Thank you sir." Freen sat down on the other chair as she held her cold hands tightly. "You know what? I never trust anyone to be with my daughter. Becky never had a lover for the past 18 years of her life, and this is the first time she introduced someone to me, and I admit that it was surprising to hear about her sexuality." I understand sir. Becky is really precious to me, Freen. We have been taking care of her as best as we could. She is my everything and I still see her as my little girl. I'm hoping to have someone who can take care of her like me and her mom do. Even though it hurts for me to let her go, but eventually she gonna have her own family one day. She's still growing up each day and can decide what's best or what's bad for her. Freen quietly looking at the guy, she can see how big the love Becky's parents have for her. She was holding herself up from breaking down again after remembering her parents. How she wish her family will stay still together, but everything changes now. And it's tearing her apart. Freen. Why yes sir. Freen replied, her breathing become heavier. Can you promise me to take care of her like I do? Freen stunned with the question, she clearly didn't expect that after seeing his teary eyes. The girl quickly stood up and bowed her head down. Yes sir, I will try my best to take care of her like you do. This is my first time having feeling for someone, and it is Becky that I fall for. I'm still learning to be better for her, and I can promise you one thing, that I would never lay a fingers on her. I will protect her like how I protect my life sir. Freen said, still having her head down. She closed her eyes tightly after hearing no response, but soon she felt a tap on her right shoulder as she looked up and saw the older guy smiling. If Becky can trust you, I will do the same. The two figure came back inside after their talked together. Freen feels relieved inside and she can finally breathe properly again. After greeting the older woman, she asked the permission to see Becky in her room. Freen couldn't wait to tell her that it is going well for them. The taller girl opening the door in hurry and saw Becky nervously walking back and forth as the younger girl's eyes lit up after seeing her lover. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. Becky quickly hugged her waist as Freen's long arm automatically wrapped around her. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Did Dad said something bad? Is he threatened you? Becky, he accepted me. Freen cut her off after seeing Becky started to panic. Becky blinked her eyes in disbelief. Are you serious? I'm dead serious. Oh my God. The taller girl quickly pulled her closer when Becky started to cry. She slightly chuckled while rubbing her back, calming her down. I really thought I'm gonna lose you. I'm so scared that I will make such a dumb decision for being honest to them. I almost lost you 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. I'm so glad they accept 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. Hey. Calm down baby. Freen pulled away, cupping her cheeks, wiping the tears flowing on Becky's cheeks. Everything is alright, you won't lost me, okay? I'm here, and I will be right here as long as you want. Freen added, gazing intently towards the smaller girl. Becky sobs, her nose become red before quickly hugging her lover again while crying on Freen's shoulder. I love you so much. I love you more than you ever know, Becky. It's been 2 weeks since then. It's such a relief for both of them when Becky's parents knew about their relationship, but unluckily for Freen, the relationship between her divorced parents are getting worse. The taller girl will avoid them as much as she can, locking the door every time she get home or only answer a single words to them. The trauma she felt still leaving a big scar inside her heart. Freen is not ready to talk about what happened between their failed marriage. She still couldn't accept the fact that they are splitting away for 4 months without her knowing anything. All her close friends know about the incident, and not a single day they didn't forget to ask Freen if she's okay, knowing how hard is it for her. Freen was currently on her bed, scrolling down her phone after texting a good morning text to Becky. It's Saturday, and of course no school for them. But then she suddenly received a text from her lover as her lips curve into a smile before opening it again just to drop her smile. BB. Are you cheating on me? 9:25 a.m. Freen, wait 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘, what are you talking about? 9:25 a.m. BB, be honest with me. Are you cheating behind my back? 9:26 a.m. Freen, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆, what do you mean? I will call you alright? 9:26 am. BB, no. I don't want to. I hate you. You are bad. 9:26 am. Freen, oh my God Becky, I don't understand. No, of course I didn't cheat on you. 9:27 am. BB, liar. Then who is the girl riding your car in my dream? That must be the person you cheated on. 9:27 a.m. What? In her dream? Oh my lord. Freen muttered to herself, face palming. Freen, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘, it's a dream. 9:28 a.m. BB, it feels real. You guys were alone in the car. You even avoided me and lied to me just to have a ride with her. 9:31 a.m. Freen. Oh my goodness, baby. It's clearly a dream and it never happened. Let's calm down, alright? Take a shower first, okay? I will come to your house tonight and let's have a dinner together. 9:32 a.m. BB, no, I don't want to see you. 9:32 a.m. Freen, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆, come on, don't be like this. 9:32 a.m. Freen, it's only a dream, baby. 9:34 a.m. Freen, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆? 9:37 a.m. Freen, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆, 9:38 a.m. Freen, I'm so sorry. Even though I don't know what I should be sorry for. 9:38 a.m. Freen, please talk to me, Becky, stop rejecting my calls. 9:40 am. Freen, 9:41 am. Fuck, what the hell should I do? Freen mumbled to herself, whining before burying her face on the pillow. Becky, on the other hand, crying on her bed. The dream feels so real that immediately making her mood down. The girl sobs, wiping her red nose again before hugging her Care Bears tightly. I hate her. Becky mumbled. The dream keep rewinding inside her mind. How Freen acted towards her like she is not important anymore is breaking her heart. Freen haven't give up from calling her lover, but every time she do it, Becky would aggressively rejected the call, just like that, leaving the taller girl hanging on the other side. The night came and they still haven't talked since then. Becky is definitely taking that dream seriously, even though Freen already apologized repeatedly and it's not really her fault. Becky lay down on the bed while looking at her phone after having her dinner, and not gonna lie, she really miss her girlfriend so much. But ego wins over everything. She decided not to let her guard down. Suddenly a message pop up. Baby, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖈𝖆, can you please look out the window? 10:35 p.m. Baby. 10:35 p.m. Becky quickly get up from the bed and open her curtain along with her window just to meet with a figure, dressing in her brown pajama with a bear pattern while holding a white plastic bag, waving towards Becky happily with a small jump. 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘, come down, I bought ice cream for you. Freen yelled on top of her lungs, no minding the neighbor making Becky facepalm and immediately run downstairs in embarrassment. After successfully went out, Becky opened the gate and saw Freen crouching on the other side of the street as the taller girl's eyes immediately lit up. 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘, Freen called, walking closer towards her lover. Becky crossed her arms looking away, she trying so hard not to fall for the trick. Freen chuckled and poked her side. What? Ice cream? Strawberry? Come on, I even rode my bicycle from the convenience store to get here. Freen said, slightly pout her lips. What? Why didn't you use the car? Because I want to try something new, please 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘? Naka? This time Becky can feel her heart started to beat faster with Freen cuteness. She bit her lower lips, holding herself from letting out a smile. Sit down, let's eat before the ice cream melt, Freen said, sitting down beside the road before Becky slowly sat beside her, leaving a few gap between them. Here, your favorite. Thanks. Becky quickly took it from Freen's hand before quickly eating it. She miss her girlfriend and she couldn't lie about that. The sweet scent coming from Freen hit her nose. I'm sorry about the dream you had, but I promise 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘, I didn't cheat. I can swear right now if you want. I know. Becky replied shortly, her heart started to melt with the action. Even though it's none of the taller girl's fault, she still apologized. Becky knew it but couldn't help with her ego. Can you forgive me? Freen scooped closer till their shoulder touches before Becky turned her head around to look at the girl. The smaller girl suddenly feels like she wanted to cry, her eyes started to get teary with a guilty feeling inside her for ignoring her lover for something Freen didn't do. Oh my, why are you crying? Freen put down her ice cream before wiping Becky's tears. Why are you crying, 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆𝖘? I bought you an ice cream. Becky's sobs become louder before Freen quickly taking Becky's ice cream from her grip before putting it aside and hug her lover tightly. There, stop crying. Can you please choose one? You want to cry or eat an ice cream right now? This is all your fault. I hate you. Yeah, my fault, hate me all you want. I will still love you with all my heart. Freen replied, chuckling while rubbing the girl's back. She didn't even feel offended with what the smaller girl said, in fact she found it cute. Becky buried her face on Freen's shoulder before tightening the grip. Sobbing silently, Freen caressed Becky's long hair without leaving a smile from her face. Still mad over me? Becky shook her head and kept quiet. I miss you, and I'm sorry. Becky spoke up, looking up, staring at Freen's beautiful eyes still with her teary eyes. I know, and I miss you too. Freen answered, cupping her cheeks before resting their forehead together. The cold night feels warm to them. Under the moonlight, their eyes locking to each other before both started leaning closer. Soon, their lips touched each other with a hint of sweetness from the ice cream on the lips. They didn't mind it if anyone see them at this point, as their lips started to move towards each other and sharing a sweet kiss. A sweet kiss under the night sky.